Chris.
And April.
We're a couple who've gone through a lot of stuff to get together and went through over a year. Yes, over a year of long distance before finally being together. And I wanted to say to all the people who are in long distance relationships to not give up and to keep persevering if you really truly believe in the love that you have. Um, it will be hard sometimes. You will have moments where you really need someone with you, and you won't have that physical thing in long distance relationships. But it really is a sort of a test of your love, I guess. A way to strengthen it before you get to being in person. It makes you a lot more grateful to be with the person you love and consider things differently than you would, say, if you just met them down the street. And I really believe in holding on to your commitment as much as you can to be with the person that you feel what you feel for them, the love in your heart. And I was really wanting to let everyone know, yes, that 3-year-olds can be very loud and possibly mess up recording sessions. But anyway, I feel that I've never really, apart from this, had a close distance relationship. And while April here, she's never had long distance before me. And so I think it was a really unique perspective for both of us to have the differences for me of being actually with someone all the time. For her, she's already been through not being around the person she loves all the time. So, how's that been for you?
The distance or having you here again?
Distance first, and then.
The distance was really hard because I'd never done that, and I struggled with it.
Mm-hmm.
But we finally got together in the same state, and it's been great.
Yeah, over 1,000 miles away, and still we're here together. One thing I think I learned the most is that plane tickets are expensive, man. Yeah, I wanted to get here was I think over $400. So if you do have a long distance relationship and you're trying to make it close distance, plan ahead. You will get a lot cheaper price on airlines. And also regarding that, you need to have money saved up before you commit to it further. Like if you are just getting out into the world, trying to find a job and all that, you've got to wait enough until you have some money at least, because you aren't going to start out both of you having jobs. Because if you're moving to another state, you, for the most part, unless you get a transfer, which I've tried, and it's very hard to do, um, you won't have a job. You'll have either one income or, in worst case scenario, zero income home. So you need a little cushion to get you where you need to be and all that. I feel personally that it's worth it. You spend hours upon hours doing whatever job you do and save, and then when it's ready, time, you'll be all excited and wonderfully happy to be with the person you love and tripping over yourself. And when you're finally out there, the world sets in, but you still have the person you love with you. You're everything, and it's actually not that bad. I mean, a lot of people they go, "Oh, I met someone off the internet," and you look at them like that's odd for the most part. But it depends. If you aren't looking for someone on the internet, you're less likely to find someone who's looking for victims on the internet. And that's sort of what happened with us. It's always best to meet the person when you have at least some sort of safety net. Like in our case, we met at a shooting range with a bunch of people armed. She met my family, and I met her and her sister. They had a car, and it wasn't some dark alley meeting or bar, which I think it could also lead to things running the way they wouldn't if you had a more calm setting. And it's also best to meet without pressure. It's very important to do that, because if you're pressuring someone into physical immediacy, they will most likely feel overwhelmed, especially if they were like me, have no experience whatsoever in that area before. So it's always best to talk to them like you would over the internet. You go to them, hey, I'm me for real, and they'll go, oh my god, you're real, and they'll give you a nice big hug, and then you'll halfway knock their teeth out with a kiss that you think is fine, but you're so nervous you go like, boom, and like, that was nice. And so you'll remember it. It'll be the most awkward, wonderful time of your life, and I do wish you all luck. So thank you, and I hope this was good advice. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, and perhaps subscribe, and if enough people do, we might make this a series about what our challenges have been, and what we've gotten through, and how we've gotten to where we are today. So all those in long distance relationships, keep going. I believe in you, and have a good day.